boys and girls. Welcome back to Penny's Reading Nook. I'm glad you're here on this Wild Wednesday. I'm here at the patch office at Spencer, West Virginia, and I'm so glad to be able to kind of talk to you guys in a way. Here at Building Blocks, our class, we have a question of the day every day. Might be something that you have to think about. Could be a yes or a no question, or it could be a would you rather question. And I thought I'd share that with you today for Wild Wednesday. And the question is, if you could be any wild animal, what would it be and why? And what I'd like for you to do, boys and girls, is to have someone in your family, once you think of what your answer is, have someone in your family post it on the Patch's Facebook page. And that way I can see what animal would you be and why. When I think about it, I would be a dolphin if I was going to be an animal, because I love the way the dolphins are free and to watch them swim in the water. So that would be my wild animal, and that would be why. So, again, have your mom and dad post it on Facebook, and that way I can go and read your answers. I'm excited to see what wild animal you would be. Okay? So with that being said, we'll go ahead and we will get through with that, and we'll start our read, make, and do. This week we're going to do the E book, and we're going to learn about the letter E this week. As soon as I find it, I had my little flags here so I wouldn't lose it, and guess what? I lost it. All right, and this is just like I did the letter M last week, except today we're doing the letter E. Now the letter E is a vowel, so it's going to make two different sounds. The short E sound is going to be eh, like in egg. And then we have the long vowel sound, and it would be E. It kind of just says its own name to make the long vowel sound, okay? So the book that I'm going to read here in just a little bit, it's going to concentrate on the short vowel sound. So we're going to be listening for that eh sound, okay? But let's start off with it at first. So we see that our uppercase E has got a long stick starting off with. And again, we started our blue line, and then we're going to go down to our baseline. Straight line down, and then we're going to go up to the top, make a line out. Then we're going to go to the dotted line, the middle. We're going to make like a short one. And then down at the bottom, you're going to make another long one, okay? See if I can make those thicker where you can see them. Woo, a little crooked there too. So that's our uppercase E. And then a lowercase e, we're going to be down here at our dotted line. And the way I tell the kids, we're going to make a straight line and circle around. Okay, it's kind of the easy way to remember it. Straight line, circle around. Okay, and then your uppercase E. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines for that. Okay, so again, we have our things. Uppercase. So how do we make our uppercase E? 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lowercase e, short line, and then circle around. It's like you're kind of, right here's a tree. You got to walk around the tree and go back down. Okay? All right, so the next question is, what letter comes before it? So let's go back to our ABC chart. Okay, now let's find our E. So let's start here at the beginning. A, B, C, D, E. All right, so what letter comes before the E? What letter's that? You're right, it's the letter D. So then we'll come here, we'll make our letter D. Down and around. There's our uppercase and then our lowercase. There and down. All right, so the next one is, what letter comes after E? Back to our chart. A, B, C, D, E. What is it? F. You're right. All right, the letter F comes after it. Okay, I'm going to make it there. There's our uppercase F and our lowercase f. All right, and then our last question is an E word. And sometimes what we do is we read our book first And then we come back to think of an E word, okay? So, with that being said, let's switch over and get ready for our book. Let me put my lid on my marker because I'm guaranteed to write on myself if I don't have the lid on. I think I might have already done that too. It'll wash. All right, so the name of our book today is called My E-Book. It was written by, get my glasses on, Jane Belk Moncure, and so that means she was the author, and it was illustrated by Colin King. So Colin drew the pictures, okay? And this is also a series of books. It's called My First Steps to Reading, My E-Book. And right here at the beginning it says that this book will concentrate on the short E sound. So we're going to listen for the eh sound. But they also include some long E words at the end of the book, okay? Little E had a box. I will find things that begin with my eh sound, he said. I will put them into my sound box. Little E found eggs. He found lots and lots of eggs. Did he put the eggs into his box? Think about it, boys and girls. Eggs. Did he put them in his box? Yes, he did. Then little E found elves. The elves danced and danced. Did little E put the elves into the box with the eggs? You're right, he did. The elves played with the eggs. Be careful, elves, said little E. Now the box was heavy, so little E found an elephant. Hop on, said the elephant. The elephant went up and down. Uh-oh, what happened? Overboard. And the eggs fell out of the box. The elves fell too, and so did little E. Whew, that was a bad bump, he said. And what a mess, said little E. Now who will help me fill my box? Just then an Eskimo came by. I will help you fill your box, said the Eskimo. I know where we can find lots of eggs, said the Eskimo. Guess who had eggs? Lots and lots of eggs for little E. Who's that? The Easter Bunny. Guess who had pretty eggs for everyone? And then we see some E words there. Elephant, elves, Eskimo. Now, can you read these words with little E? Elevator, you can repeat after me. Elevator, envelope. And now, little E has another sound in some words. He says his name, E. And remember, that's the long vowel sound. Can you read these words? Listen for little E's name. Eagle, eel, and emu. Did you hear that? Got the different sounds? All right. The end. And right there's our little E. And that was My E-Book. I hope you enjoyed that one. And like I said, we got to learn that E is a vowel and then it makes two different sounds. Now, there's a lot of stuff here on the table that we've got to go over with. First, we got to come back to our book here, or our poster here. So with all of those E words in the book, can you remember one of the E words that was in the book? It could be one with the eh sound, the short E, or it could be one with the long E sound. Can you guys remember one from the book? That's right. Eagle was one of them. Let's see if I can write eagle sideways. It was E, A, G, L, E. And look, eagle has two E's in it. All right, good job remembering that eagle was one of the E words in the book. All right. Now, at Building Blocks, our preschool class, they make their own little e-book after we read the e-book. And I went onto a website. I don't have that one wrote down for you, boys and girls and moms, but I will say it. You go to www.first/school.ws. It was a website that I found this little, we'll say it one more time for you, okay? www.first-school.ws. Now, I've had these printed off for a long time, and I didn't just recently go back to make sure that that site is still there. But when you go to that site, there should be a spot where it'll have alphabet activities on it. And you will see that it has it's called My First Letter eBook. And there'll be 3 pages, 1, 2, 3. The first one, you're going to have a block outline of uppercase E and the lowercase e. You can trace them, but what we do at Building Blocks is I let my preschoolers color that, and then we'll turn it over, and then we will write the E words that was in our book that we could remember. And then down on the bottom of that page, you're going to see the different E pictures that's going to be in your book. We're going to have an elephant, an egg, earth, envelope, and elk. Now, I said all those words. Do you know what sound that made? You're right. It made the short E sound. Elephant, egg, earth, envelope, and elk. Okay? And what you're going to do is you cut those little pictures out, and then the other 2 pages you will see. We have My First Letter eBook. Right here's the one that says elk. You have the uppercase and lowercase e's, and it says, I can trace the letter E. And you would trace those, and then you're going to take your pictures that you've colored and you've cut them out, and you're going to glue them inside the appropriate box. So you're going to match the elephant to the elephant, the envelope to the envelope, and then when you're all done, what my class we do, we sit around together with all the pictures in front of us. And when we go to put the book together, I would say, Zoe, what picture are you going to put first? And we might say, envelope. Then I might go and say, Brody, what picture are you going to put on top of the envelope? And then we would go that way. And that way we're kind of learning position words, on top of or below, putting them together. And the one thing that I did forget to mention is once you have glued your picture into its appropriate box, down below it has a space for you to write the word. And if you need help, ask your mom or your big brother or big sister or dad, an adult in your family, anyone, to write the word for you in a highlighter. And then you can trace over the highlighter, and then you're writing the words, okay? Then when you have it all put together, you have your own book. And it says, My First Letter eBook. I can trace the letter E, and you see that I did. And I had earth, and you can also read this to your family. Earth, egg, elephant, I almost said envelope, elk, and envelope, okay? And that is your make project, okay? We actually have a couple of different make projects. So that was that. And then if you by any chance happen to have any of the leftover Easter eggs laying around your house, you can get you out an empty carton, egg carton, and you're going to exercise. Get it? Exercise. And so in each egg, you would put a different exercise. Ask your mom to put in a different exercise. And then you would go, weeny, meeny, miny, mo, got the blue egg. And when you'd open up the blue egg, and I don't have my helper today. He's hiding from me, But when I open this up, this exercise would say 10 jumping jacks. Trust me, you do not want to see me doing 10 jumping jacks on the air. So you would do 10 jumping jacks. So you're going to get fit, and you're going to count, and you're going to work on those E words. Let's open up another egg, and after I break an egg, I'm going to open up a yellow one. See what's in this yellow one. Inside the yellow egg, I had 9 soldier marches. So you're going to pick your knees up. And believe it or not, that's kind of a hard thing for someone to learn, to actually pick your knees up. It's a little different than walking. It's a march, but the knees need to come up. Okay? So have fun with it. Put any kind of movement you want inside your egg, and then you can exercise. Okay? And the last E activity I have, because in our class we cook on Wednesdays, but because of all this yucky stuff going around, we haven't been cooking. But I'm going to cook for you guys today, and it's something that you can do too. It's real easy. We are going to make, are you ready? Drum roll. Ooh, let's see. Ta-da! You are going to make excellent egg salad, okay? And what we're going to need for this is, well, we're going to need a baggie with a hard-boiled egg. Boom, I've got that. And then you'll see that it says it wants 1 scoop. You kind of look right there. That's supposed to be mayonnaise. And then it wants 1 squeeze of mustard. So you put that all in your bag, and then we're going to seal it. We're going to squeeze it all together, and then we're going to eat it, okay? Now, because I've made this before, I have figured out that if you get the little packets that have mayonnaise in them and a little packet of mustard in them, it's just about the right amounts to go with this egg. So if you don't want to get out the measuring spoons, you got a packet of mayonnaise and a packet of mustard. So we've got our hard-boiled egg. Guess where that egg came from? I'll give you one guess. Anybody guess? The Sunnybank Farm. It's one of Patch's eggs. So we open up our mayonnaise and we're going to squirt that in. Told my husband, Scott, I said, you know what? I think I might be getting ready to feel like the Pioneer Woman or Rachel Ray cooking online. Whew. So there's our mayonnaise. Ugh. Now let's see if I can get the mustard open after having mayonnaise on my fingers. I did. And then you squirt in the mustard. Okay. Got that all in there. And then we're going to squeeze it together. Or we seal it first. And then what's the next thing to do? We added the mayonnaise. We added the mustard. We've sealed the bag. And now we're going to squeeze it. And that's the fun part. And Mr. Dave's going to give me a paper towel for my mayonnaise and my mustard on my hands. Isn't that funny? So now it's the fun part. Just squeeze it all together. And you're like, oh, my brother pushed me down. Arr. I had to clean my room today. Arr. So you just keep squeezing. You get it all mashed together. Now, some people like to eat egg salad on a piece of bread. Make an egg salad sandwich. I happen to like my egg salad on a cracker, just like it had right there. So, did I remember to bring my spoon? No, I forget something every week. So guess what I forgot today? The spoon. But that's okay. Don't really need that. So we've got it all mashed up. See what it looks like? Does it look a little bit like egg salad? Anybody seen egg salad at their home? You've seen egg salad at Building Blocks. It's kind of what it looks like. And then we're going to open it up. And I happen to have some crackers. I brought some crackers with me. So then, at Building Blocks, we all try a bite because we've made it ourselves. And we know when we cook it ourselves, it tastes oh so much better. So we dip it in there, and then we all count to 3. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty good stuff, boys and girls. I hope you try these things at home and find out how delicious they are. And eggs are really good for you. And don't forget our Wild Wednesday question. If I can find our Wild Wednesday question. If you could be a wild animal, what would you be and why? Post it to Patch's Facebook page, and I'll make sure to read them. I'll see you next time, boys and girls. Bye-bye.